Now that you've found UBN Radio and discovered our quality talk shows, it's time to spread the word to friends, family, and the universe. 24 hours of music and talk radio without limits. That's why people keep coming back for more. That's ubnradio.com.
Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You are tuned into my weekly talk radio show called Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa every Tuesday at naturally high noon out of the Sunset Gower Studios here in Hollywood, California at Universal Broadcasting Network. And then every Thursdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my syndicated talk radio News, CNBC News Radio Channel, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and now everywhere on iHeartRadio. And this is a show about hope. So there's no gossip, no scandal, and no K-words, no Kardashian talk at all, and no CNN either, constantly negative news. Instead, I want you to tune into your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. The rest is for contrast. And so that is why I'm here to splatter it on you. And it is that time of the month, the second week of the month, where we do call-ins, where people call in to balance their life tires. And before we do that, I wanted to say a couple of things. One is, I love the Olympics. I just have to say, if you're not watching the most spectacular show of the best parts of humankind, and the way that this year's theme is, I love it. It's notice the similarities and celebrate the differences. You saw that in the opening ceremony, and the refugee country, just made up of people who are refugees in the spirit and of competition and collaboration and competition. That's what we want our world to be. And I'm just really, really grateful. I don't watch TV, but this I do watch, as well as I was fortunate enough to do some peace work on the planet in Rio and Manaus and Abidjan. I got to visit in Brazil 3 years ago. So I am so grateful that I get to revisit that as well. So please do turn on the TV for a change. I keep telling you not to watch it, but do turn on with the Olympics. And I wanted to give a peace shout out to Miriam Sadia, who found me on iHeartRadio AM 1350 Progressive Talk out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So peace in and peace out to you. She was lovely. She sent me a message. She accidentally found me now that I'm on iHeart, and says she loves everything that I do and all the balanced products. So I appreciate that you took the time to tell me. And if you haven't already noticed, I want to thank my beautiful staff interpreter here to add to my Radio for Our Deaf series episodes, Sharon. I was so grateful that morning. I woke up and realized that now that I have a camera in the studio, I can actually do something. And it was very auspicious. That week we did our first episode was the same week of the scandal with the interpreter that was not an interpreter on the Mandela service. So that was no accident, but I'm really grateful that we have over 20 shows now in that series. So if you've missed any of my other Radio for Our Deaf series shows, from Marianne from Gilligan's Island, Don Wells, to Marianne Williamson, to Brian Tom, the blind CEO, please go to my YouTube and watch for free. And yes, it's my birthday episode today. We didn't get a birthday song on there. Usually I sing happy birthday to everybody else. I'm not going to sing happy birthday to myself, but I do want to learn from Sharon how to say happy birthday in one of my favorite languages, which is sign language. Okay, Sharon, how do you sign happy birthday? I'm going to learn it. Happy, okay, this one, okay, third finger, okay, what did I sign instead? Something bad. A curse word.
You just have your little finger up, that's all.
Okay. Birthday. So happy birthday. Yay. To me. To me? To me. There you go. Thank you, Sharon. All right. Enough of that. It's time to go to my first caller, and we have Monique calling in from LA. Welcome to Monique.
Hi.
Hi. And if any
Happy
of you,
birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. And
I would sign, but you couldn't hear me.
True that. But your happy birthday is great. So as per usual, if you would connect with me now through breath and just close your eyes gently. You're not driving, right?
No, I'm not driving.
Good. Feet on the ground, palms up, eyes gently
Okay.
closed. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And releasing all the stories and the drama. And another breath in, connecting with me through chi, eternal energy, and release. And gently opening your eyes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, in the area of relationships, 1 being not so great, 10 being fabulous, how would you rate your relationships right now?
I'm going to say about 8, 7 or 8.
An 8, all right. That's pretty good. And on the same scale, rating your health and well-being, what would you say it was?
Health and well-being, I'm going to say probably about 9, 8 or 9.
Okay, great. So far, there's no reason to call me, but we'll go on to the next one, which is job and career.
Now, okay, that's probably where I'm needing the call.
All right, that's why we do this.
Yeah.
What number?
I'm not set yet as far as career is concerned.
All right. So it's probably what, a 5?
Yeah, I'm going to say about a 5 or 6, something somewhere in that area.
All right. Then how would you raise that number? What would have to happen? We're setting our intentions right now. What would you like to see happen to raise that number?
Definitely to, I definitely need to generate some income.
Okay.
Somehow, right now I am attending school to become a medical assistant.
Okay.
And I'm also a licensed massage therapist.
All right.
And I know in some ways they go hand in hand, but then in other ways they don't.
Okay. All right.
Considering, massage therapy being natural health and medical assisting can send me in many different directions.
So you're already on your way because some people want a new job and a career, and I ask them if they have a resume or if they're going to school or if they're sitting at home in bed watching TV and eating bonbons. And so if you're doing the latter, it's not helping you. So you're already on your way. You're in school and you have a skill that can earn money. So what is the block here that is keeping you from being employable? And I don't believe in paying attention too much to anything that is an excuse. So whatever the market is as far as the economy or, that there's no jobs out there, that's not true. There are jobs out there. So it tells me that there's something else going on why you think you cannot make money doing what you know how to do.
Well, I do certainly, I believe I can.
Okay.
I know a lot of it has to do with just, really positioning myself and definitely being more confident in the skill that I have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So how many people around you know what you do? So okay. So that hesitation told me a lot right there. So this is what I tell my life balance clients. It's like, it doesn't matter how good you are. If people do not know what you do, then it really doesn't matter. So part of the challenge and opportunity that everyone has is to be more confident and be more communicative about what it is that they do that brings in the energy called money. So,
Right.
so the good news is you have something that you know how to do, and I think, have you had anyone say that you're good at what you do?
All the time.
All right, so there you go. That's always the next question, because if you're not good at what you do, then there's a problem. So you've got
Right.
you've got the skill, right? You've got the talent. You have external validation. So now let's look at the will. So in everything, there's skill and will. So you have the skill, and so I hear a hesitation in the will to do those things that need to be done to get yourself out there. Is that about accurate?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
It does.
Yes, and you're so reticent about admitting that. So what do you think that you need to do that you don't feel like doing right now?
Well, I believe that what I'm not doing is being more communicative. Communicative, that word you use. With respect to marketing myself.
Got it. Do you have a Facebook?
I do.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do.
Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on LinkedIn?
I haven't been active on there.
Okay, so you can get back active. So your homework is to do those things that you don't like to do. So let's look at that. So one of the reasons why some people say they don't want to market themselves is they believe that, well, people should come to me. And if I'm that good, then people will, I can sit under a tree and meditate and they will come. And it just doesn't work like that. And this is perfect because I just touted the Olympics. One of my the greatest things that Michael Phelps, I shared a stage with him, and he said this, and I will never forget it, and I'm giving it to you, is what makes him a multiple gold medal winner versus a just medal winner. And he said that all of his competitors, they work out 6 days a week. Now, if he wants a competitive edge, he works out 7 days a week. Now, does he like doing that? No. And he said, it is easy to do things that you like to do. It is much more difficult to do things that you don't like to do. But that's what separates the golds with just an athlete. So you know what your gift is. You know what you're good at. All you have to do now is do those things that you don't like doing. So your homework is, you already have a Facebook. Instead of posting the meal that you had I don't know if you do food porn at all, but
No, I don't.
instead of going and spending time finding your friends and seeing what they're doing and clicking likes or adding comments, you can do that too. But I want you to put a post together that says, I am free this Saturday to come to your home, and I do massage, for those of you who don't know, and I'm running an August special or a back to school special before you get in the swing of things for $10 off an hour massage. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
All right. So just one post
That's
a
a
day.
great idea.
One post a day. Get back on
Okay.
LinkedIn, fill out your profile, and do that. The next thing
Okay.
I'd like you to do is to go on monster.com or even just Play. It's called Google Play, but it's not the app. The Google Play is just putting in once a day, instead of watching Netflix or watching Game of Thrones or whatever it is that takes your time, that doesn't allow you to do the communication, and just sit and see what happens when you put in keywords like local massage or wanted massage or new massage techniques, and just put it out there, and it will guide you. There's a 4-set play that will guide you into play in doing what you love to do and making money while you're doing it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. That actually sounds easy enough. I can do that.
Okay, so now we'll put the moose on the table. What's the real reason that you're giving the most begrudging? Okay, I'll do it, Dr. Marissa. So what is that? What is that? Is it why do I have to make money? Why don't I have someone taking care of me? Why do I have to work so hard? Why do things have to be so difficult? Am I close?
Well, kind of, sort of, but not really. Actually, I had, for a while, I was steering away from social media.
Okay.
And I realized quite some time ago that in order for me to really market myself in the things that I want to be successful with, I have to actually go ahead and get comfortable with it. So I have been posting, which, for quite some time, I wouldn't get on there really at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I now that, you're suggesting that I do that, it feels a little easier for me because, I haven't just, it's not like I'm just going to be getting on there for the first time to do it. I've already been, kind of letting people see me be active on there.
Yes. And you have people who have told you that they are good, that you are good. So those are your key promoters who, on your Facebook, thank you, so-and-so, for loving your massage. And when you tag their name, it'll show up on there, to ask them beforehand. It's not real cool or polite to post on people's walls, by the way, that people do all the time on mine without asking first. Little plug there. But ask them, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to help you out. Or you can say to them, hey, I'll give you half off your next massage if you refer me to someone who comes in. So those are all of the little things that, it's selling is a funny thing. It's gotten a bad rap. You don't want to sell things. You don't want to push yourself on people. You don't want to, you don't want to be that used car salesman sort of mentality. But the reality is, someone needs something, and there's no shame in saying this is what I do. And it's a balance. You don't want it to be over intrusive or overselling or trying to push yourself on people. But most of the time, that's not what I see. Most of the time, I see people who have this expectation or this BS or this belief system that they don't have to do the business side of what they do. There's two sides. There's the business side and then there's the gift side. And you have to wrap your arms around the business side to get the gift out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Having an advertising budget, the greatest part of social media is this free avenue that we have. The next time your friend wants a free massage, you say, okay, I'll give you a free massage, but you have to be okay with making a 3-minute video where I get to show some of the special techniques that I do so we can post it on YouTube so that people can see what I do.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
So thank you. That just came dropped from somewhere. Because I don't do that. I'll be your volunteer.
Okay.
Okay. Because I would love to get a free massage.
I
Absolutely. I'm not going to be naked, but I would love to have a massage, and we'll get somebody to tape it. And it's free to post on YouTube. It's free to be in your art. It's free to be in your creativity. But in order to do so, you have to let go of some of the BS. And the BS is what I'm hearing is like, well, I already tried that, or that's not going to work, or it shouldn't be so hard. Our job in life is to find our unique gift, talent, and ability and hone it. And honing it means developing things that we're not comfortable with. If you're an introvert and you have a gift, being comfortable and developing the ability to communicate what you do or what your product is an expansion. And it's a beautiful expansion. If you just go, well, I can't do that because I'm an introvert, then you're missing out on exploring some things that are actually fun to do. This is called the joy ride of your life. You're never going to ride it again. Once we die, that's it for this for this manifestation. So let's juice it. Let's try whatever. Oh, well, that didn't work. Or, oh, that worked. Or I wonder what else. And that's why the keyword on search is the most fun, free. It's the best hour instead of Netflix that you will spend in your day. You'll get excited about things. You'll explore, or things will come to you that you weren't. Meditation is the best place to have downloads of ideas. Yes, at first when you meditate, you're trying not to think. After a while, though, the goal for me in meditation is to be plugged in and connected to the source. And that source is the source of all creativity and all great ideas and all fun and all joy. And when I plug in there, I get good ideas. Do you meditate?
Yes.
Good. How often do you meditate?
I try to at least daily, once daily at least.
Okay. You only need once daily. You want to live your life too. So 15 minutes maximum in the morning usually, and then start paying attention to what comes into your mind. It's going to be inspired thought instead of critical thought. That's the gift of meditation.
Okay.
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 Does that sound good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, you have a skill that no matter what you do, you can always fit that in. So talk to me about the medical thing. How much longer do you have?
Till April.
Till April. And then you're going to come out and you're going to have a certificate or a degree?
I'll be certified.
Okay. And are you excited about that?
I am very excited.
You don't sound excited.
Well, actually, I really am. But once I started, I realized that I probably should have selected a different school, actually, because I'm more into natural health than pharmaceuticals, and I'm seeing that even though there are still avenues I could go into being certified medical assistant, my focus is natural health instead of, Western medicine, basically.
Okay. Well, that's good. Now, is there a way to switch over without losing a lot of money?
I haven't really looked into that, actually, only because since I had already started, I'm kind of like about 4 or 5 months into it now.
Okay.
That, to go ahead and complete it would be the best thing, especially seeing as how, I'm not limited to the world that I really don't want to be in.
Okay.
As far as, pharmaceuticals.
All right. Then this is what I want you to put in the front of your head. It's the best school for where I am right now. I want to finish. And I'm not going to look for things wrong with the school, unless I would suggest that you're in MSU University. So that's make Shiitake Up. You're making decisions based on assumptions. So I just want you to ground your assumptions and just ask the question. First, I would go on Google and look for homeopathic medical assistant certificate and see what comes up. Then go to and then find some holistic healers and ask them, would you be interested in this certificate? Is this something you're looking for, or are you looking for some other certificate? And call like 3 or 4 of them. When you find out what they're looking for, then call those schools and ask if you can transfer, just to see if it's something that's possible. If they say no, then you go back to your strategy. But do you see the principle that I'm talking about? Beyond the actual the content, it's the process with which you are making decisions is what I'm after. Okay. Does that make sense? Right. Best case scenario, always best case scenario. And I'm getting the signal from Jarvis that I'm going to have to close out for you. I do know that you have a connection to the best you. And I just want you to put that first. Yes? Okay, absolutely. Okay, good. And I wish you the best. Thank you so much, Marissa. You're welcome. Call me back and let me know what happened. I'm so grateful for you having me on your show. You have a happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. All right. And we're going to have to schedule a time for you to get your birthday massage. Yes. I will contact Jarvis and we'll make that happen. I'm out of the country until September 5th in Toronto, New York, but when I get back, for sure. Okay. All right. Very well. Thank you. Peace and blessings. All righty. That was fun. And it is that time of the hour where we thank the sponsors for all the support that they do with their products and services. So we'll be back on Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa in 2 and 2. Peace in and peace out. Do you feel blocked? Do you want to be more in the flow in every area of your life? Then try Colonics with LaDonna at Universal Flow. Colonics will help you with clear skin, clear thinking, bloating, and cravings. It's an ancient and new thought practice that allows one to reconnect with their true self. Go to www.universalflowinc.com and schedule your first step to a new you today. And we are back. You are tuned into the birthday show for Dr. Marissa on Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa. And it is call-in week, the second week of the month. And I'm so grateful to my call-in producer, Jarvis Essex, who makes these shows very easy for me. I just have to slide into the seat and be Dr. Marissa, the kinder, gentler Dr. Laura. So I want to appreciate Jarvis and all the work that he does. And he's like, and heck, it is a lot of work. He comes in sweating. They said they were going to call, and they don't call, and then they do call, and then I didn't say any names. And again, thank you, Sharon, for just the beautiful language that you provide for My Radio for Our Deaf Community series. Thank you, Sharon. All right, and we are ready for caller number 2, who is Adrian, calling in from Texas. Welcome, Adrian.
Hello. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you. And as per usual, if you would just gently close your eyes, feet on the ground, palms up, and connect with me through breath and taking a deep breath in through the nose. And releasing soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. And another deep breath in, opening your heart, mind, and soul, connecting with me through chi, eternal energy. And when you're ready, open your eyes. People are falling asleep. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so great, 10 being fabulous, how would you rate your current state of health and well-being?
About a 7.
7, good. And in the area of job and career?
About an 8.
An 8, beautiful. And in relationships?
About a 3 or a 4.
Okay, I guess that's where we're going. So can we talk in particular specifically about which relationship that is giving you such a nice low score?
It would be with my 3 boys.
3 boys. My 3 sons, how old are they?
Yes. 18, 14, and 11.
You have your hands full. And so the first thing I'd like you to do is take a breath and answer the question, have I done the best that I could with the time that I have and the resources I have?
Yes.
Are you a good mom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that is your anchor. And that is the truth. And that will keep you balanced no matter what happens. Got it? That's your center. So
Okay.
I want you to, from this point on, anytime you're asked for anything or told anything, you take that breath and you anchor yourself in that truth. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what's going on?
They live with their father, and their father alienates me and turns them against me.
Okay. And they live with them full time?
He has primary, yes. They primarily live with him.
Okay. And so,
they disrespect me in everything I do.
all right. How often do they see you?
My oldest one I see quite often. My younger 2 I haven't seen in about a month.
Okay. And can you tell me in a nutshell why you did not get half custody?
Because they chose to live with their father, and I did not want to put them on a stand to testify that they wanted to live with their father.
So you sacrificed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's tough. So that's why I said you anchor yourself. So now I know why I said that, because I don't usually say that. So, okay. So we're going to use the tool of the Serenity Prayer. So you know what the Serenity Prayer is?
Yes.
Okay, so let's work with the first part. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So I cannot change the fact that my boys are primarily with their father. Cannot change that, right?
Correct.
Okay. I cannot change that. They're probably getting a one-sided talk from your husband about you. Cannot change that.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
You cannot change the fact that you are not with them physically a lot.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, take a deep breath. Tears are the disinfectant that keep your heart soft. So it's good that you're feeling. I want you to feel this. Okay? Because it's tough, but it's not, it doesn't define who you are. Okay? There's no There's nothing that anyone can say about you that will affect you if you do not believe it yourself. So some of your sadness is your own internalized letting the critical accusations or whatever it is, it's hitting you because you also have that belief. And so I'm going to work now with the second part, which is the courage to change the things that I can. So the fact is, you can change. You cannot change the things we just talked about, but you can change the way you are seeing them. Okay? And it's going to take a lot of courage and practice. So the BS that might be going on in your head is, if I were a good mom, they would have chose to stay with me. If I had forced them, then this would not be. If I had never married and had these children, I wouldn't be in this situation. Why didn't I see my husband for what he was before? What did I do wrong to end up in this situation? So those are all BS belief systems. Have they crossed your mind?
Yes, every one of them.
Okay. They are BS. They are belief systems that are hurting you and keeping you stuck and keeping you attracting more negativity into your life. Every single one of those. So I'm doing a hard reset with you right now. On the count of 3, we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to unhook all of those BSs. Ready? Take a breath. And release all of that right now. That's a hard reset. Anytime any of that BS comes back, you say, thank you. My cookie browser has been deleted. There's no history of that anymore. We are choosing not to believe those things. I don't care who puts it in my face. I don't care what they're saying. What they think of me is none of my business. I am not entertaining that anymore. Has not done me any good for the year or years it's been foremost in my mind. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm replacing now with BS, good BS. This is fertilizer BS. Okay. We're planting new seeds. So the new seed is, my sons will know me for who I am someday. Okay. So that is going to replace, they don't love me, they don't like me, they'll never love me. All of that is being replaced with, they will know me for the 88% good that I am one day. They will understand one day. And you just let go when that is. And it's none of your business when that is. Okay?
Okay.
I know how much I love my boys. That's another replacer.
Okay.
Do you love your boys?
More than anything in this world.
There you go. So I know that. You know that. They will know that. And they already know that at some level. But what you're seeing, you are looking through the lenses of your old BS. And so you can't even see when they do show it because you're still picking up what you think is predominant. And as long as you keep looking that way, that's all you will see. It's called Pygmalion effect. It's a lens that limits what you see. Next time your son says something like, I love you, or hey mom, how are you? You grab onto that as an indication of the love that they have. And all you focus on are those things that prove the BS that's shiitake versus the BS that's fertilizer. Okay, so it's your job. This is the courage to change the things you can. You have to change the way you're seeing this situation, or it will continue to take you down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. you can do this. You have a choice every morning when you wake up, because when you sleep, everything resets. The first thought in your head cannot be, my boys are not with me. Your first thought cannot be, it's not fair. Your first thought cannot be, I should have never let them go. You cannot have those thoughts first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, you don't think about that yet, because that is a loaded subject. So tell me 5 things, tell me 8 things right now off the top of your head that you're grateful for. What is going well in your life?
I am grateful for my parents.
Okay. That's 2.
For my and for my job.
Okay.
For job opportunity that I have coming up.
Okay.
I'm grateful for these great friends that are like family to me.
Okay.
I'm grateful for just being alive.
Okay, good.
I'm grateful for, having food on the table and be able to provide for my boys of what I do provide for them.
Okay.
Above and beyond than what I'm required to.
Okay. And then one more.
And I'm just grateful for God. Very, very grateful to have God in my life.
Okay. So you've got an easy, I didn't have to shovel that out of you. I didn't have to bribe it out of you. You did that very quickly. So that's how you start your morning. You wake up your eyes. Wake up your eyes. You wake up and open your eyes. That's a new one. I'm gonna wake up my eyes. So it must be the birthday punch. Okay. So you wake up. You open your eyes and you start with those 8. Okay. And then you call one of your friends and say, hey, I don't have the boys today. What would you like to do? So you begin training your mind with the new operating system.
Okay.
Okay? And you continue to look for the good. The time that I'm sure you talk to on the phone with them, right? Okay?
Yes.
And you go in there and you don't ask about dad and you don't ask about anything that may trigger you. Hey, how was school today? Hey, did you watch the Olympics? Hey, I saw a picture of you that I just love. Hey, do you still have that old toy? Hey, do you need any more clothes? Hey, when we go out next time, what are the top 3 things that you want to do? Hey, I really miss you. Hey, okay, do you get where I'm going with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's none of the old stuff. So you are not the victim here. Your boys are getting an opportunity to learn and grow in a way that you would have not picked, but they have the same God, baby. They have the same life force running through their veins, and they will have a chance at some time or another to have a relationship with you in a way that you cannot even fathom, that is going to be so rich you're going to go, oh, that's what Dr. Marissa was talking about. And you're one day going to say, I don't even regret this. It doesn't seem possible right now. It doesn't feel good right now. But it will happen one day. I also have a husband, and it was not fun. My first year, I was only allowed to see them on the weekends because he wanted primary custody, and it was the most difficult year of my life. And honestly, now, 10 years later, I am grateful for all that I went through, even the hard stuff, because it developed a talent, gift, and ability in me that could not have happened any other way. It was not a punishment. Yours is not a punishment. Yours is an opportunity to grow and develop in a way that you could not have if this had not happened. And so every day after your gratitudes is, show me what I'm learning today. Show me the love that I'm being chiseled to learn today. You are that rock that is being chiseled into a beautiful sculpture, sometimes through pain, but it is beauty all the way through. Yes?
Okay.
I know you heard me. Taking a breath?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I promise it's going to be okay.
It will.
Yes.
Just takes time.
Well, it takes time and the courage to change the things you can.
Mm-hmm.
And the wisdom to know the difference. All right. Do you meditate?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Good. All right. In your meditations, inspired thought. In your meditations, inspired thought. And when you're with them, when they do come over, you are a great mom. And you're going to not ask them anything that will trigger you. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to remove your triggers one trigger at a time. And so it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Peace and blessings to you. Check in again. All
Okay,
right?
thanks. All right.
All right. Take care. That's Adrian from Texas. I just love doing these shows. It is the time at the end of the show for my balance bar. And that's the time where I ask you to step up and find out how to be more balanced with more balanced tools in your life. And the first one is the 21-day fast from complaining with Dr. Marissa. Today is day 9, round 62 of the fast. And the tip for today is the complaining that I overhear and am guilty of too is often first world as opposed to third world problems. My computer broke down. My phone call drops. The restaurant food wasn't as good as I expected. When I remember that I am one of the 8% of the most fortunate people in the world because I have a roof over my head, food in my stomach, and money in my wallet, I am less prone to complain. So the next time you open your mouth, watch that complaint. If it's a first world problem, keep your front door shut. And it's not too late to sign up for the fast. Round 63 starts September 1st. And if you do register and you complete 21 days in a row, you will receive a free 52-card pick-me-up, Stacking the Deck for Life Balance card pack that 3 winners already in the last... we started July 1st, 2011, and we've only had 3 winners. So there's a challenge. Eva from Kentucky, Daia from Long Beach, and Janina from LA. So please do sign up at forbalance.org. In the guest book, put 21-day fast and don't complain. And next month, I am actually going to be speaking in 2 places. The Asian Woman Entrepreneurs Annual Luncheon, where I get to MC and host at the Anaheim White House. And if you haven't been there, it's a great place. And listen to my interview with the owner, Bruno Serrato, who was CNN's Hero of the Year with his providing over 500,000 plates of pasta to the motel kids there. And he's also a great example of the systemic way of changing the discrepancy and the ability of people to be self-sufficient. And he has actually developed a program that if the people who want to have their own homes, he will co-sign if they remain drug-free, and there's others criteria and put money down on down payment. So if you are someone listening right now who has any ideas, I'm trying to put together a think tank, and we're looking for sponsors for that to end homelessness. But before we start throwing money at the situation, I do want time for all of us to actually look at the critical success factors. So if you have a hotel or a resort that you want to donate some time, if you're someone in the field of either mental health, homelessness, please do contact me. I do want this as one of my goals for next year. I know I don't have lots of time to do things, but I just feel touched that this is something that LA has an opportunity to do differently. So that is part of my balance bar today. Next week, we have a special interview with Will Bowen, who's been on the Oprah Show and now the Asian Oprah Show. He's the founder of the Complaint Free World and an international best-selling author and speaker. So keep it tuned next week to Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balance with Dr. Marissa Pay. That's P for positive, EI. And remember, it's all about balance. Peace in and peace out.
Learned to cry at an early age. People around me, my heart in a cage. It was a book, don't turn a page. I couldn't see past my rage.